Cao Cao then raised an army to campaign westward, dividing his forces into 3 columns. The vanguard was led by Xiahou Yuan and Zhang He. Cao Cao personally commanded the central army. The rear guard, responsible for escorting supplies, was led by Cao Run and Xiahou Dun. Before the Cao army arrived, intelligence had already reached Hanzhong. Zhang Lu consulted with his younger brother Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei said, "The most dangerous terrain in Hanzhong is Yangping Pass. We should build more than 10 fortified camps along the mountains and forests on both sides, and meet the enemy head-on. Brother, you should remain in Hanning to manage supplies." Zhang Lu followed this plan and sent the generals Yang Ang and Yang Run to garrison Yangping Pass. No sooner had their defenses been set up than Xiahou Yuan and Zhang He arrived with the vanguard and camped 15 li away. That night, as Cao Cao's troops rested from their long march, fires suddenly erupted behind their camp. Yang Ang and Yang Run launched a surprise night attack from 2 directions. Xiahou Yuan and Zhang He hastily mounted their horses to resist, but the Cao army fell into chaos and was driven back, suffering heavy losses before retreating to Cao Cao. Cao Cao was furious and scolded the 2 generals for failing to guard against night raids during a distant campaign, nearly ordering their execution. Only after the other officers pleaded for mercy did he relent. The next day, Cao Cao personally led troops forward to observe Yangping Pass. Along the way he saw steep mountains, dense forests, and narrow paths, terrain extremely difficult for marching, with ambushes possible at any moment. Growing wary, Cao Cao ordered a temporary withdrawal. Back in camp, he sighed, saying that had he known how treacherous the terrain was, he would not have advanced rashly. Su Chu argued that retreating now would only weaken morale. The following day, Cao Cao rode out with only Su Chu and Su Huang to scout. From a hilltop they saw Zhang Wei's camps interlocked like an iron fortress. Just as Cao Cao was lamenting how difficult it would be to take, shouts erupted and hidden troops appeared on all sides, arrows raining down. Su Chu charged forward alone, ordering Su Huang to protect Cao Cao. Fighting like a tiger, Su Chu engaged Yang Ang and Yang Run simultaneously, forcing both to retreat. Su Huang escorted Cao Cao back safely, meeting Xiahou Yuan and Zhang He on the way, and together they drove off the enemy. After this encounter, Cao Cao realized a direct assault would not succeed. The 2 sides remained in stalemate for over 50 days. Suddenly, Cao Cao ordered a retreat. The generals were puzzled, but Jia Su explained that the enemy was constantly on guard, so Cao Cao intended to feign weakness, lure them into overconfidence, and strike unexpectedly. Xiahou Yuan and Zhang He were sent with light cavalry to circle around the rear of Yangping Pass, while Cao Cao withdrew the main force. Yang Ang, believing the Cao army truly fearful, decided to pursue despite Yang Ren's repeated warnings. Leading troops from 5 camps, he advanced under heavy fog and lost his way. Meanwhile, Xiahou Yuan mistakenly entered Yang Ang's now empty camp, captured it, and set it ablaze. When Yang Ren arrived to rescue, he was attacked from both sides by Zhang He and barely escaped to Nanjing. Yang Ang was cut off and killed. Yangping Pass fell easily, opening the gateway to Hanzhong. Zhang Wei and Yang Ren fled back to Zhang Lu. Enraged, Zhang Lu sought to execute Yang Ren, but Yang Ren argued he had warned Yang Ang and requested another chance. Zhang Lu allowed him to lead 20,000 troops. Yang Ren soon encountered Xiahou Yuan. After several exchanges, Xiahou Yuan feigned retreat and used the dragblade tactic to kill Yang Ren. Zhang Lu's forces collapsed. Cao Cao advanced toward Nanjing. On Yan Pu's recommendation, Zhang Lu sent Pang De to resist. Pang De fought bravely, but Cao Cao ordered his generals to wear him down rather than defeat him outright, hoping to capture and recruit him. Jia Su proposed bribing Yang Song, a greedy advisor of Zhang Lu, to slander Pang De. Through a staged defeat and night raid, a Chao spy infiltrated Nanjing and bribed Yang Song. Yang Song accused Pang De of colluding with Cao Cao. Zhang Lu, already suspicious, summoned Pang De and nearly executed him. Though spared temporarily, Pang De's loyalty was shaken. The next day, Pang De charged out angrily to meet Cao Cao. Su Chu feigned defeat, luring Pang De forward. Cao Cao called out, urging him to surrender. Pang De hesitated, then attempted to capture Cao Cao, only to fall into a concealed pit and be captured alive. Cao Cao personally untied Pang De and persuaded him to surrender. Pang De finally agreed and was treated with honor, further convincing Zhang Lu of Yang Song's accusations. With Pang De's surrender secured, Cao Cao's army surged with renewed morale. Cao Cao immediately pressed the advantage, tightening the siege on Nanjing. Siege towers were raised on 3 sides, catapults hurled stones day and night, and ladders crowded the walls like forest branches. Inside the city, Zhang Lu saw clearly that resistance could not last. He summoned his younger brother Zhang Wei and his advisors to discuss their fate. Zhang Wei urged that they burn the granaries and treasury, then flee south into the mountains of Bajong and defend the narrow passes there. Yang Song, however, argued for opening the gates and surrendering, claiming it would spare the people from suffering. Zhang Lu hesitated. After a long silence, he sighed and said that although he intended to submit to the court, circumstances had driven him to flight. Yet the warehouses and treasuries belonged to the state, not to him personally, and could not be destroyed in anger. He therefore ordered all storehouses sealed with official markings and forbade any looting. That very night, Zhang Lu led his family and followers out through the southern gate and escaped toward Bajong. When Cao Cao learned of this, he deliberately ordered his troops not to pursue and entered Nanjing at dawn. Seeing the granaries intact and the treasury sealed, Cao Cao was deeply impressed, remarking that Zhang Lu still possessed a sense of benevolence and restraint. He dispatched envoys to Bajong to summon Zhang Lu peacefully. Zhang Lu initially inclined toward surrender, but Zhang Wei opposed it. Meanwhile, Yang Song secretly sent letters to Cao Cao, offering himself as an internal collaborator. Cao Cao then advanced personally toward Bajong. Zhang Lu sent Zhang Wei out to meet the enemy, but Zhang Wei was slain in single combat by Su Chu. Upon hearing of his brother's death, Zhang Lu was stricken with grief and resolved to defend the city to the end. Yang Song, however, urged him to ride out and fight while he guarded the city. Despite Yan Pu's desperate remonstrance, Zhang Lu went out to engage the enemy. Before battle could even begin, his rear ranks collapsed in panic. Zhang Lu fled back toward the city, only to find the gates closed. Yang Song had betrayed him. With Cao Cao's army pressing from behind and no path forward, Zhang Lu had no choice but to dismount and surrender. Cao Cao welcomed him generously, appointing him general who guards the south and granting titles to Yan Pu and others. Hanzhong was thus fully pacified. Yang Song, though briefly used, was later executed publicly, as Cao Cao declared that traitors who sold their masters could never be trusted. After securing eastern Chuan, Sima Yi advised Cao Cao to press on into Shu while Liu Bei's rule was still unstable. Liu Yi echoed this, warning that delay would allow Zhuge Liang to consolidate defenses. Cao Cao, however, sighed and said, "Men are never satisfied. Having gained long, must one then covet Shu? The army has marched far and suffered much. Now is the time to rest and preserve strength." He therefore halted further advance. Meanwhile, news of Cao Cao's capture of Hanzhong spread through western Shu, causing widespread panic. Liu Bei urgently consulted Zhuge Liang, who proposed shifting pressure onto Cao Cao by inciting Sun Quan to attack Hefei. Envoy E.G. was dispatched, and Sun Quan ultimately agreed, mobilizing his forces and preparing a northern campaign. Sun Quan, having resolved upon a northern expedition, swiftly assembled his forces. Lu Meng and Gan Ning were appointed as the vanguard, while Sun Quan himself led the central army with Ling Tong at his side. The host advanced in full strength toward Hefei, banners filling the horizon. At this time, Cao Cao was still far away in Hanzhong. Hefei was defended by only 3 generals: Zhang Liao, Li Dian, and Eugene. Zhang Liao, troubled by the loss of Wan City and anxious over their numerical inferiority, received a sealed box from Cao Cao delivered by Xueti, marked with the words, "Open only when the enemy arrives." When scouts reported that Sun Quan was approaching with a vast army, Zhang Liao opened the box and read Cao Cao's instructions. After sharing the order with Li Dian and Eugene, Zhang Liao argued that if they merely hid behind the walls, morale would collapse before battle began. Instead, he insisted they must strike first, attacking before Wu forces fully deployed. Though Li Dian and Eugene hesitated, Zhang Liao declared he would lead the attack himself, regardless of the cost. Moved by his resolve, Li Dian put aside personal grudges and agreed to cooperate. Their plan was set. As Wu forces advanced confidently, believing Wei would not dare engage, Zhang Liao launched a sudden ambush at Xiaorao Ford. With Li Dian striking from one flank and Eugene coordinating pursuit, Zhang Liao personally led elite cavalry straight into Sun Quan's formation, cutting it apart like a blade through silk. Ling Tong, with only a few hundred men, fought desperately to shield Sun Quan's escape, while Sun Quan narrowly survived by leaping his horse across a broken bridge. Wu forces suffered devastating losses, and the name of Zhang Liao thereafter struck terror throughout Jiangnan. Sun Quan retreated to Ruxu to regroup and rebuild his strength. Zhang Liao wished to pursue and finish the victory, but Hefei's garrison was too small to risk overextension. He therefore sent Xueti galloping day and night to Hanzhong to request reinforcements. Cao Cao, upon receiving the report, convened his ministers to discuss whether the moment had come to strike Shu. Lu Yi advised caution, noting that Shu had already prepared defenses, and that Hefei remained the more urgent concern. Cao Cao accepted this counsel. He left Xiaoyuan to hold Mount Dingjun, stationed Zhang He at key passes, and personally led the main army south toward Ruxu Fort. Summary. This chapter begins with Cao Cao's conquest of Hanzhong through strategy and psychological warfare. Zhang Lu's internal suspicion leads to his downfall, while Yang Song's betrayal earns him execution, illustrating the theme that moral failure brings ruin. The focus then shifts to the Battle of Hefei, where Zhang Liao, with vastly inferior numbers, launches one of the most famous surprise attacks in Three Kingdoms history, shaking all of Jiangnan. Sun Quan survives defeat, preserving Wu's strength. Across Wei, Shu, and Wu, the balance of power hardens into stalemate, setting the stage for even greater confrontations to come. Knowledge points. 1. Pang De's entrapment, capture, and surrender are largely fictional. Historically, Pang De surrendered to Cao Cao directly after Ma Chao's defeat, without this elaborate plot. 2. Zhang Lu is morally idealized in the novel. While he did surrender to Cao Cao in history, the depiction of sealing the granaries rather than burning them is not explicitly emphasized in historical records. 3. The core facts of Zhang Liao's defense of Hefei are historically accurate, but the novel greatly exaggerates the scale, portraying him as attacking 100,000 Wu troops with only a few thousand men.